So guys, this is the first thing you would see on your right when you enter my apartment, and this is a mini cabinet that stores my shoes, my blender, and some other stuff. I really like that it has a lot of storage, so I put in a lot of stuff in here. And right next to this space we have the kitchen area, and then we have like the washing machine at the bottom, and the sink is right beside the stove, the electric stove. And there's more space, storage space up here where I store my spices, some dishes, and you know, like other stuff. And the dryer for your dishes is right above the sink, which is very convenient. I think it's pretty, I mean, good for one person. There's more storage at the bottom, and I put like my juicer and rice and some other stuff in this space. And you also have the thingy that takes out the smoke when you're cooking, so you just pull that out and then you turn it on, and it helps take out the smoke when you're cooking. So right next to the kitchen area we have the fridge, and then right above it there's a microwave and some extra storage space, and we have more cabinets at the top where I store more stuff. It's very convenient that it's right next to the kitchen space. And then moving on, still on the right, we have the decks set up, and above that we have more storage area. So I put my skincare, like other products at the top. So we have more storage here. You can store your books and your documents. I think the decks area is quite okay. I wanted it to be a bit larger, but no problems. And right next to that, finally, we have our wardrobe for our clothes. So it's a very small wardrobe, but it gets the job done. So you can just hang your clothes at the top area, which is like a larger space, and then at the bottom you have two divisions that you can like store your other clothes. So it works. And then there's a mirror too in the wardrobe. When you enter, straightforward, you have like a window. There's just one window in this room. That's one thing I do not like about the room. And I think the lighting, like the sunlight access is quite poor, but that's fine. Then you have this thing at the top where you can hang your clothes, and you know, like I've hung some bags and other things. And also the view from my room isn't really the best. Like there's a building right opposite. So as you can see, there's a building right opposite. So I think ventilation is quite an issue as well. So on the left side, I have my bed right beside, you know, opposite the wardrobe, and beside the window I have my bed. And then, you know, like there's your AC right above the bed. The bed is actually quite small, but it's fine. So right next to the bed area, there's a little space between the bed and the wall. Well, I mean, everything in this room is so managed, so but I was able to put like my laundry basket over there, and then my squat machine, that's my fan, and then bird. It's really a very tiny space, but then we have to make it work. So right next to the bed and then the sleeping area, we have the bathroom. So this is the bathroom, and it's right next to the entrance too, on your left. Okay, so it's on your left when you enter. So it's also very tiny. Another thing I do not like about this space, and of course you see it's right in the bathing space, so it gets wet when you take your shower. But aside that, I mean, it's quite okay. I like the lighting in the bathroom. Of course there's a mirror, and you know, that's the shower right there. So I'm gonna show you guys. That's the shower right there, and it's connected to the sink. And this is the area where you stand to take your bath. So it's very limited space once again, but it's fine. And yeah, this is the toilet area, and then we have the space for putting stuff, you know, and then we have this cabinet too right here where you can store more of your products, you know, for convenience in the washroom. And also there's the switch over here if you, in case you want to charge something while you're in here. And then there's this vent at the top of the bathroom, you know, for ventilation. And the vent is connected to the light switch, which isn't very convenient, but I guess it works. There are two sockets beside the bed. Yeah, so in case you want to connect your phone or something, which is very convenient. Yeah, you also have this phone for when you have like a delivery from outside, they can call you, and so it's linked to the house phoning system. And then you also have this here for temperature control and measurements, for you to turn on like the room heater or something, or the water. You can use this as the temperature control. And then there's this, which I do not know what it is, but yeah, and this is the switch for the lights in the living area. Yeah, and then there's another light over here. I think the lighting in the room is quite okay, to be frank. It gets the job done. If we had a lot more sunlight coming in, then we wouldn't have a problem. In totality, I think it's quite a decent space, and for a single person, you can work with this. I don't know if the price is affordable enough. You guys should let me know what you think. Do you think that this is worth the money and the deposits and all that? So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.